Hey everybody. So one of the most controversial elite specs currently in Enter Dragons is Untamed. There's tons of people who don't like it, and there's also tons of people who really like it. And I'm in that camp. I really like the Untamed, and especially during Beta 4, I had a complete blast with it. I'm a very simple man. I just want to be able to play with my pet and have it be viable, and that's why I am very excited for Untamed. So we're gonna be talking about a few reasons on why I am so excited for it because there's not really a lot of people who have really made that kind of video. I don't think there's anybody who's made that kind of video. So I'm very interested in hopefully representing some people in terms of like why we're so excited for the Untamed being able to use it. So I think the first point here is you play with the pet and you focus on it more, right? So there's a few traits that really help out you and your pet, like Ferocious Symbiosis is one that grants 15% bonus damage to you and your pet separately, right? So your pet gets 15% more damage and you get 15% more damage, as well as both of you getting more movement speed. Now this is if stacks up to 5 times, right? So whenever you hit an enemy, you get a stack, and then it stacks up to 5 times. Really easy to get full stacks. This makes it so your pet gets to your enemy much easier in like Zerg groups and stuff like that, as well as just having more damage for your pet and you is really fantastic. By the way, this video is pre the changes that are coming in Under Dragons. I'll probably find out in one of the live streams what changes to the elite specs that are actually coming out in Under Dragons. I did make a release date prediction video. If you want to check that out, I believe that it's going to be coming out on the 25th, and we do have about I think 2 or 3 live streams until then, going over some stuff. So they're probably going to go over what changes they're making in one of those live streams, just like they did for Beta 4. So like I said, this is pre those changes. I will make a video on whatever they're going to do, so stay tuned for that. But anyway, going back on the pet topic, right? So a big thing with Druid is that it actually reduced your pet's stats by quite a bit. So let's see here. Your pet's attributes are weaker, so minus 20% on the attribute, which is actually fucking insane. 150 on there for Pack Alpha. It's really crazy how much it actually reduces the damage on your pet. It's pretty crazy. And Sobeys, a lot of people love to just stay merged the entire time because you just straight up do more damage whenever you're fully merged. So there's no elite spec in the game currently that really has you play with your pet and focus a lot around the pet. Soul Beast originally was supposed to be played by going in and out of beast mode, but people didn't really like that, and so they basically just put a band-aid on it and made it so your beast mastery traits, all of them like affect you in your soul beast mode. So the attribute increase and all that, and the movement speed increase and all that will affect you while ever you're in beast mode, making it so it could be viably played while just staying in it the entire time, which was really disappointing for me personally. The fact that it's most optimally able to play with that. So I'm very excited for an elite spec that's focused around damage, which Untamed is, to really have you and your pet play together and even combo off of each other, which leads us into the next point here, which is the new so there's pet skills, right? So we have the unleashed pet skills, which are cool, but what I'm really excited about is Untamed lets you control all of your pet skills. This is exclusive to Untamed. It's not in core range, which personally they should keep it that way. I actually like having Untamed be exclusive in terms of opening up access to your pet and being able to use all your skills, right? So on Smoke Scale, I can manually activate Smoke Assault. I can manually activate Takedown. I can Smoke Cloud, obviously, previously was manually activated. But this is really cool, right? So some pets have combo fields, and they have like blast finishers and all that, right? So you have the like a Drake, for instance, right? So these guys have Tail Swipe, which does a blast finisher, right? And being able to manually cast Tail Swipe, such a big damaging ability, is going to be really cool. I'm very excited for this. I really do hope they allow us to put some skills on auto cast, though, right? So I definitely want Chomp to always be on auto cast because it's a straight up damage increase over the regular auto attack. But I'd like to be able to manually cast Tail Swipe. That's going to be a huge thing, especially in like PvP environments, because I'm pretty sure Tail Swipe is really good in PvP. I'm not really entirely sure about that. But yeah, I just am really excited that we're able to use these skills and activate them, right? So we can set up a combo field. So let's say if I want to set up Frost Trap, right? And so I can place that down. I could get an ice combo field, and then I could use the blast finisher for Tail Swipe here on a Drake. This also opens up a hell of a lot more possibilities than just finishers, right? So we have the red Moa or any Moa with harmonic cry. We can manually activate this now. That is fucking huge. I would expect this ability to probably get nerfed because this is a big heal, 6,520, that you can manually activate to yourself and your allies, which is huge, right? We compare that to We Heal as One. This is just as strong as We Heal as One, which is actually massive, right? So this is going to be over 13,000 healing if you combine that with Harmonic Cry. So I can actually see the a Moa being on a swap, ready for swap for just that ability alone in solo play. I mean, I know I'm going to be doing that. That's a huge thing, right? Being able to manually use that is going to be an absolutely massive thing, right? Previously, it just activated it whenever it wanted, and it was really unreliable. And so having that is going to be a really cool thing. That's going to be an absolutely amazing ability. I cannot wait for that. Um, some pets, opening up all the skills, it's going to be kind of redundant because you're just going to use them off cooldown, like of cats, for instance. There's no real reason to not have auto cast on for like bite and maul, if they do end up having auto cast. But then there's some pets that have really annoying abilities that automatically cast whenever it can, right? So the birds have their quickening screech ability, which is really fucking annoying, by the way, because these guys will go into their target and immediately activate this, and then go in and start attacking a target, which is very fucking annoying. Because it doesn't just start attacking it right away, and that's to me is really annoying. So the fact that I can have this manually casted is going to be really awesome, as well as being really nice for group play too. Being able to give swiftness to an entire fractal party um, whenever you want is going to be really, really cool like that. I am very, very excited for that. And it's just going to be a really, really cool feature, being able to do that on there. I'm sure there's other pets you can make this combo for, right? To do that kind of thing. Like you can manually cast Call Lightning so you can get a target, still first and then do that so it doesn't miss. If there's like a moving target that's going, just left or right here, and my pet were to cast Call Lightning, it stays in one place, right? So we can first go and root the person down, get him to focus on me or the pet first, and then cast Call Lightning, which is going to be really cool because Call Lightning is going to be a lot more consistent in terms of its damage output now, which is going to be fantastic. Being able to manually activate the Electric Wyvern skills is going to be a huge help. Will it put out as much break bar damage in terms of just the pet alone as if you were to use Soul Beast? I don't really know. But yeah, that's something interesting to think about, is all the different skills that you're going to be able to auto cast or be able to cast yourself. And it's really going to open up a lot of play with other pets in the game, and might even help out with some of the new pets, right? So because we're getting 4 new pets, we're getting the Wallow, the baby Siege Turtle, the White Tiger, and finally the Phoenix. So that's going to be really cool having all those pets. I'm very, very excited to see what they're going to do. But yeah, that's going to be a really cool thing. To finish off why I'm so excited for Untamed is the hammer, right? So the hammer is a CC damage combo. So what's really interesting about the hammer is whenever you're unleashed, you get these really good damaging abilities, right? So they're not entirely focused on CC. They're more equivalent to the Great Sword, where it's really focused on doing high amounts of damage. Except the hammer is all of the abilities are like, focused on damage, 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 damage. Where, the Great Sword is more kind of versatile with its abilities. So we have a damage ability. We have a Help Bash, which is a CC ability that, refreshes our Maul ability. We have a Leap here. And then we have a block, which also you could do a counterattack, which will end up knocking back your foe. And so that could be good for CC. So right, so the versatile weapon where the hammer is really focused on damage in its unleashed form. And last time in Beta 4, it was actually pretty strong in terms of the damage numbers in comparison to the Greatsword. So that's going to be really cool, right? But you also get a whole set of abilities whenever your pet is unleashed too. So you get that change to be way more CC focused. So if you need a lot of CC, that's going to be a phenomenal option for break bar damage. It's some of the highest break bar damage in the entire game, if not the highest, in terms of the sheer amount of break bar damage you can actually get. But this also really helps out the Grandmaster traits. I think it's called Fervent Force, right? So that will, whenever you disable an enemy, it'll actually reduce the cooldown of all your hammer skills. I think it's hammer skills, not the rest, by 4 seconds, which is going to be a huge thing. And so hammer is very exciting. We've never gotten a new melee, two-hander on the ranger. All we've gotten is the two-handed staff, which was a ranged support-based weapon, and then the dagger main hand, which was a damage melee, but it was a main hand. It was a one-hander, right? So this is going to be huge to have a two-hander. Not only have those 5 skills, but it's technically 9 skills because the fact that auto attack stays the same, right? But it's gonna be cool as shit. I just cannot wait to be able to play with the hammer, because right now I don't really use much hammers in the actual game. The only hammer that I actually sort of enjoy is the scrapper hammer, and that's it. I don't enjoy any other hammer in the game. So we're finally able to get a hammer that I actually enjoy using. This opens me up to getting all these new skins, and I've already been collecting a lot of skins for the hammer. Like the last Zenith skin I got was a hammer skin. And so yeah, that's why I'm so excited for Untamed. I just cannot wait. I think the biggest thing for me is you play with your pet like all the time, as well as being able to combo with your pet a lot more reliably, which is a huge thing as well. I do really want to see Attack of Opportunity added to one of the greats, one of the hammer skills, because that'll boost up your pet's damage by quite a bit too. Like I've seen on the Drake before, like 8k crits for tail swipe, which is pretty insane in PvE environments, that is. And so yeah, I'm very interested to see how Untamed will turn out at launch and further in terms of how it's going to play in general PvE content, as well as like strike missions and all that. Because no matter what, I will be using the shit out of Untamed. I'm very, very excited for it. I'm going to say peace out the Soul Beast. I already have a ton of hero points ready to go. 368 hero points. I'm pretty sure that's enough to damn near or fully unlock an elite specialization. So right away, I'm going to be able to unlock everything on Untamed, which is going to be massive. I'll be able to get my build up right away. And yeah, that's why I'm so excited for Untamed. And